Alright, so you were trying to make an old school Gabber bass drum, you didn't really know how to do it, so you looked it up and somehow you found this video. Now you're thinking, what is this video going to show me? Is it actually going to show me how to make a Gabber bass drum? Well, the answer to that is yes. Here we go. What we're going to do is I'm going to highly suggest that you get this amazing program called Microtonic. It's very good with making basically any kind of Gabber bass drum. But for right now, we're going to make an old school Gabber bass drum. Sounds pretty good. What you're going to want to do to make these kind of bass drums on Microtonic, you're going to need to put the distortion all the way up. Here I haven't, but that's only because I distorted a little bit more on the effects. You want the amount to be anywhere from 20 to like 35. The rate is whatever kind of bass drum you want. You could have a really flat bass drum or a really crazy bass drum, I guess. But here I just have it about here for like 3. I don't remember where I had it. I think like there. The decay, you're gonna want it anywhere from like 300 to 800. The attack, it's actually pretty important for old school Gabber bass drums to put the attack just slightly up by like 2 or 3 milliseconds, just because it makes it sound more like boom, more than like doom. I don't like the bass drums that just sound like doom, doom. I like them better when they're like boom, but that's just my own preference. Now we have this type of bass drum. Just a plain square wave. Now, I will turn on all the effects that I've already added to it. This is what it sounds like now. That sounds pretty Gabber-like. So now, what I did was, you're going to want lots of EQs, lots of limits, lots of limiters, I mean, and reverb. Those are the 3 most important things when you're adding effects to a Gabber bass drum. EQ most especially. I put the mid up. Mid is very important. You want lots of mid. You want lots of bass in between low bass and normal bass, somewhere in between this line right here. And low bass, frickin' get rid of it. We don't need low bass. Low bass sounds terrible in old school Gabber bass drums. Tal chorus. Please get all of Tal's products. They're amazing, and I'm just saying that like genuinely. They are genuinely amazing. I'm not like saying that because I like work for them or something. I'm saying they are legitimately amazing. Please go get their products, especially this one. This makes their bass drum sound good. Here, I just did like nitty-gritty editing. Just like edited a few little things, made it a little bit less fuzzy treble. The limiter, don't do anything to the limiter itself, but set it to like anywhere from 95% to 80%. If you put it anywhere in that range, it will make the bass drum sound more floaty. For the reverb, you're gonna want to like put the size above 40, because when it starts to get too low in size, it's overlapping the bass drum. Don't ever make the wet too high. Want the damp all the way up. This knob, just I don't know, just it's your own personal preference. Mainly the reverb's just your own personal preference, whatever type of bass drum you're making. Right now I just made a really standard, cheesy, old school Gabber bass drum. Here I added more mid, more bass, more PRS treble, whatever PRS is. Oh, almost forgot. My favorite thing to add to bass drums is the VOX. Okay, there it is. That's where it needs to be. And there it is. That's basically what I would use in a song. Not the best bass drum, but not that bad. It is pretty expensive to make. Microtonic is $100, and well, actually everything else is free. So just go get Microtonic. I'm sure there are cheaper programs, but this one is the best for making old school Gabber. And go buy Tal. Just Tal chorus, the Tal synth that I have over here. I love this synth. Go buy their synth. Just all their products are basically perfect for old school. Tal, get it.